Hi, Dr. Dan. My name is Chris. The purpose of this video is I often help dental practices across the United States increase their cash patients by using Google as a tool. And I wanted to do that for you today. I actually happen to live near you. I'm in the Pomona Chino Hills area is where I live. So I thought, you know what, let's start working locally and maybe helping some local dentists out. I typically only choose one dentist in an area to work with. So I chose you today. If you want to choose me to help you work out and get you more cash patients, that'd be ideal. I'd love to do that with you. First and foremost, your website is beautiful. In Google's terms, there's a room for some opportunity here to bring more cash patients to you. And how would we do that? Well, Google's kind of an interesting creature. Whether you love them or hate Google, it is the most powerful search engine in the United States. It holds over 98% of the market share for the United States. By utilizing Google, you can drive more cash patients to your practice. So with that, how do we do that? There's two things. There's two areas. The first area is content of a website, and the second area I'm going to focus on would be keywords in a website. Content is really king. In particular, Google, they don't look at the websites like you and I do. What they do is they actually send their spiders into websites, and they're actually searching the web for information about what a website contains. And to give you an idea, typically Google would like to see about 1,500 words on the home page. This is your home page. Google would like to see about 1,500 words of content on your home page, but not just words blah blah blah. They want specific words as to the types of services that you offer your patients. More crowns, they would offer bridges, they would offer veneers, whatever you're offering to your patients. We'd want to kind of drive deeper on that on this home page, along with what's called local keyword search, which is like Rancho Cucamonga dentist or dentist in Rancho Cucamonga. These are things that we want to focus on in your keywords that keep it local and keep it kind of driven for your website. Now, how did I come about meeting you? I went to Rancho Cucamonga dentists and I Googled Rancho Cucamonga dentists, and this is what came up. First and foremost, you have, if you're familiar with Google, you have the paid sponsoring pages here. These are great. They're great to utilize while you're building your business, while you're building your traffic to your website, but they can start to cost quite a bit of money over time. The next part of Google is the second part, and this is what's called the Google Map Google Map Pack. And in this particular area, there's typically 3 to potentially 4 if there's a sponsored page in here. But there's typically 3 that Google has chosen to rank organically for reasons that only Google knows. And actually, I know too. I can get you to rank within this section as well, but that's another call for another day. What I called you on specifically today was the organic ranking. And this is where about 76% of those patients out there make their decisions. They make them on the first 2 listings, first 2 to 3 listings on the home page or the first page of Google. Because once you start getting past these here, you're getting into the second page of Google. And that's actually, I think, where I found you, Doctor. Yes, I did. I found you kind of halfway down the second page of Google. So I thought, well, this is a great opportunity, Doctor. You've obviously been in the practice for 30 plus years. Let's get you ranking higher and getting more cash patients through your door. And that's my thoughts, and so I hope I'm on the right path here. So what I did is I looked at your competition. We have RCDental.com, which is a big dental group. I'm very familiar with them. They've got lots of offices throughout Southern California. If you have 2 or 3 right here in the Valley. But I'm familiar with them. They throw a lot of money at their SEO. That's their search engine optimization. They do that every month. And but still, I know some tricks, some tips that I can give you to get you ranking with them and or above them and start taking away a little of their business. RC Dental Care also does a very good job at ranking as well. So they're ranked number 2 organically. I want to get you up here in this area because I'm going to share with you just how much their websites are driving. This is, of course, your first competitor. This would be your second competitor as far as Google is concerned. And those patients that don't know you, they're going to see these two as competitors beating you out. And they're going to make their decisions based on where these two are ranked within Google. I know that sounds silly. Oftentimes we think word of mouth is the most efficient. It is very helpful, but nowadays Google is probably your most efficient approach to advertising. With that, I looked at this software here. This is called Ahrefs. I spend about $15,000 a year on this software. It is the most powerful software for dissecting websites, just as I'm sure you have very expensive tools in your lab, in your practice. I have this tool that dissects websites and tells me everything I need to know and more about how I can get one dental practice to compete against another dental practice. This is your website. You have about 481 keywords on your website, which is very good. We just want to make sure they're the right keywords. Those local search keywords are very important. So we would look to identify what your strengths and weaknesses are there. This right here tells me everything I need to know about your keywords. Dan Dentist, you're ranking number 8 across the web under Dan Dentist. So that's you, Dr. Dan. You are ranking number 1 for Victoria Village Dentistry, as you should, because that's the name of your practice. So the rest of these are all Google rankings. So right now you're ranking on the second page of Google. Anything greater than 10, you're going to be on the second page or the third page or the fourth page. Rancho Cucamonga Dental, you're ranking number 13, so that means you're on the second page. If I look at your competition, specifically this is the group. If I look at the group, RC Dental, you're going to see that they have about 324 keywords, and their use of keywords is very important though. They have Rancho Cucamonga Dentist, they rank number 1. Rancho Cucamonga Dental, they rank number 1. See what I'm starting to see here is a lot of local dentist, Rancho Cucamonga. Dentist in Rancho Cucamonga, they're ranking number 2. So this is what they're doing. They're focusing on those important organic keywords for local SEO. SEO is a search engine optimization. But what's really fascinating is, and I'm going to go over here to an overview of your website, is you're getting about 222 people a month, patients, cash patients a month coming to your website. That's very good. What we want to do is we want to start collecting more and more of those though. This 222 is very good, and considering what a cash patient can be worth to you on an annualized basis. If I go to your competition and I look at their overview, the RC Dental is getting about 2,000 patients a month simply through their website search. That's a tremendous amount of patient opportunity that they're getting every month. Think what that would do if you could capture a quarter of that, a half of that, what that would do for your cash revenue for your practice. Just think about that opportunity. I'm going to lay that out there for you. I looked at the second place, which is RC Dental Care. RC Dental Care gets about 745 versus yours 222. So there's no reason, you've been in practice for many, many years, there's no reason why I can't drive that practice up or drive your practice up in the Google rankings and get you ranking higher here so more cash patients are making the decisions to shop you and meet with you, and you can convert them to patients. So I look at your website as a piece of real estate. The more that you put into your website, the greater value it is to your practice. If you're ever looking at retiring in the future, this can be probably your most effective asset that you have for your company, and could possibly be one of your greatest financial assets. Similar to real estate. I mean, yeah, just like owning a home in Alta Loma versus owning a home down in Rancho 91730, it's a big difference simply because of the location. This being the location, as in real estate. You're right up here, you're number 1 and number 2. Location is key and very important to your business. I can help you to start ranking more and getting more, start taking a little bit more out of this 2,000 traffic that RC Dental is getting on a monthly basis. So if you could take a quarter of those away, what would that do for your business cash-wise? This is an opportunity I'd like to extend to you. If you'd like to maybe chat a little bit more, be more than happy to. Again, my name is Chris. Here's my mobile. It's 714-615-7605. And I'm with Big Fork SEO Agency, again, out of Chino Hills, Pomona area. So I am local, coincidentally. Typically, I'm not that close to my clients, but if you want to either meet in person or meet over the phone or meet via Zoom, let me know. Hey, thank you so much. You have a great day. I hope you found this information to be helpful.